Well, hello there. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. We are getting ready to fly this 4-engine beast. Nah, just kidding. We're going to fly this one over here. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Kind of a surprise stream here, a little last-minute stream. Team Vodka talked me into getting this airplane last night. There was a couple of you in the Discord too that probably saw me messing around trying to figure it out. But I talked about it on the last stream where I was really thinking about getting it, and then he finally talked me into it. I picked it up. I've done a few test flights. Really, no procedural things that I've learned on this airplane yet, other than just some basic functions. But I got it up and running. We can fly it around, and I got to tell you, as much hesitation as I had for this airplane, as of right now, I really don't have any buyer's remorse. I'm actually really enjoying it. And one of the things that really stands out to me is the flight model. And I don't think I own very many Just Flight projects, or Just Flight, it's Just Flight, right? Just Flight aircraft. So I didn't really know what to expect. But I gotta tell you, being a flight model kind of guy, I was really impressed by the flight model on this airplane. So that's why I picked it up, and it's been a lot of fun. So we're gonna do a couple of regional hops today. We're operating VFR, and we're gonna do some, I don't know if it's strictly legal or not, but we're going to basically pick up some passengers from Kai Tak. We're going to go over to the new airport of Hong Kong, VHHH, and then we're going to go to Macau. Is that how you say it? Macau, on the coast. Pick up everybody else, and then we're going to make a little bit longer flight back into Kai Tak. And if we time it right, it might even be at night, so a nighttime visual approach into Kai Tak without lead-in lights. That's pretty scary if you ask me, but it should be fun. I hope you guys are ready. Let's just jump into this thing and get started. First things though, before I do that, let me just show you guys here before we do that. I'll get into this view. The external model and the modeling itself, the texturing, is very high quality. And this is, again, I don't think I own any other Just Flight products on X-Plane that I can think of. So I was kind of skeptical. I didn't know what I was getting into. Like, is it really lightly simulated, or is it going to be like Coronado? But no, it's modeled really well. Don't know why my buildings are flickering back there. Modeled really nice, some really nice details, some really nice textures. This is the 100 model. So it comes with a 100, a 200, and a 300. And I'm kind of falling in love with the little 100, short and stubby, a little bit more of a hot rod, kind of like the 319 versus the 321, right? That's exactly how I would equate it. The 19 is the 100 here. Kind of use it and abuse it a little bit. So let's go into the airplane. Actually, can we walk into the, let's see, go up the air stairs here? No, well. All right, here we go. Into the cockpit. Let's get it fired up here. So we're going to come up to the overhead. And actually, just before we do that, I'm going to connect ground power. Now, I have a little 3D menu. You guys can't see it. I have it on my other monitor, but then that's what I use to pop up this menu over here. Get the GPU fired up, and I believe, yeah, it's actually modeled right there too. So nice to see that. Nice attention to detail. Let's go ahead and turn everything on here. We're gonna go battery on, battery 1 and 2. I'm gonna go do external power, external AC power, external AC power on there. And AC bus tie and DC bus tie on, generator offline. That's fine, that's normal. We'll go ahead and turn the galley power on so we can get some coffee brewing. I also have the lights all turned up already. That's why it got real bright real quick. I went along before the stream and found all the brightness knobs. Let's go ahead and turn the entry light on. We'll turn on the logo lights. We'll get the no smoking sign on and the nav lights on. Air conditioning, we'll get the flight deck fan and the cabin fans fired up. Gotta cool it down a little bit here. 20C recirc. This is the cabin air. We'll leave that off for now. We don't have any packs or anything running, no APU. Bleed supply, everything is fine. That all looks good there. Come down over here, fasten seatbelt sign on. And then all the way to the top left panel over here, I think I went the opposite way. We'll go yaw dampers, autopilot master, avionics master, A and B. Now, we'll clear the cautions. Pretty decent cockpit. And you guys probably remember me saying in the stream yesterday, I really want this airplane because I really like the way the ADI is modeled. And just look at that. It's a I think this is one of the better old school ADIs model that we have on X-Plane. I love the FlyJ7273, but it just, that part is showing its age a little bit there is the detailing in the cockpit. But this is really picked up, you know, really nicely. So it really looks like there's a 3D. It's 3D. I really like seeing that. Well, matter of fact, since we're over here, we'll turn on Phantom's lights over there so you can see what's going on as well. All right, kind of interrupted where we're going. Oh, and there's multiple FMC options. We're going straight old school right now. We're going no FMC. You can have a custom FMC. You come here and you can load up all your, you can do the default. They're basically, it's essentially a Boeing FMC, and then the GTN 750, but I like flying it old school. We're gonna do an NDB departure. It's gonna be pretty sweet. So probably illegal because I think the winds are, let me take a quick look here. Right now, winds out of Kai Tech are 030 at 2, so light enough, but actually, you know what? That actually fits our departure that we want to do. So anyway, that's good. Let's go ahead and turn on these radio stacks here. And because there's no FMC, there's not too much to actually program. I've already loaded the aircraft from the menu about fuel, so we've got 2,000 kilos, 2,000, that's 4, right about 9,000 pounds is what we should have on board, so that is on board and checked. Just Flight won you over with the Cherokee from Microsoft. That is what, Jason, thank you. That is what that's why it was so familiar. Yes, the Cherokee and the Arrow I really like on Microsoft Flight Sim. So, all right, so we've got that set up here. Let's go ahead and turn on this radio here, and that's set. And since we don't have to do any FMC program, what we got to do is load up our departure. So we're going to be using this departure procedure here. This is the, I forget what it's called. I think it's like the Siku 2 Charlie 2 Echo. Essentially what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be departing. We're going to be departing here from Kai Tech, and then we're going to go southbound and then join essentially the ILS for 7 Center. So we're going to kind of fly in a racetrack all the way to, what is the name of this airport? Hong Kong International. I thought it had an actual name, but this is the departure we're going to do. So we actually have to tune NDBs, which is really cool. I haven't had to do this in a really long time. So as you guys know, this is the checkerboard right here, essentially. So we're flying the checkerboard approach in opposite fashion on the departure. So first things first, we need to track the NDB 377 on ADF1. So we're going to tune in 377 here. And then after that, we are going to track directly to Stonecutter NDB 236. It's a real short, but we got to get it loaded in there. 236. Now, if I come over here and I switch my pointers to NDB, there we go. We're actually picking up the NDBs because they're right next to this to the airport. So we've got proper ADF signal already to the NDBs. That's good. We're going to track the 211 inbound to the Chengchow DME station, which we know we really can't track in X-Plane anyway, but I will tune in 112.3. Oh, I actually already have it on there. We'll go ahead and turn on DME, and you can see our DME is already picked up here to the Chengchow DME. So that is our departure. Essentially, it's going to be a left turn, outbound, and then we're going to pick up kind of a self-vector for this arrival here, the ILS 7 Center. Now, theoretically, I filed a VFR flight plan out here to Tonglong, which is 16.1, so just in case we need it, I'm going to get that in the secondary. This airplane is very much a setup before you depart, especially if you want to fly it like this, old school, get rid of the glass. And even if you have the glass, I mean, a lot of the flying is still manual. I mean, there's still a lot that you can do, but I like to just chuck the glass out of there. Let's fly this old proper round gauge, get the smell of the oil, the grease, the cigarettes, all that good stuff in this cockpit, and we're going to fly it old school. So we're going to kind of self-vector ourselves, probably not to that VOR. We're probably going to go over here towards Guava, and then hopefully we'll have the airport in sight, and we're just going to make a visual approach backed up with the ILS here. So the FO's VHF, I'm going to back him up. I'm going to have him on 11.1 already from the get-go, just so he's set up over there on that. So that looks good. We can go ahead and get rid of that. We'll come back over here to this chart page, and a couple of things we need to do is set our speeds. So let's go ahead and power up our, what is it, TMS, throttle management system. So we'll go power on, or well, that's a test, sorry. Power on's got to go through a self-test. And I think it's, there we go, 93.7 is what we're looking for. That's with the flex. No flex today, so we're going to do 0C, which basically is 91.3 is our limit. A target temperature Celsius 840, and our V speeds at our current weight 3,600 kilos. And we're going to do a flaps 24, oh, I'm sorry, no, a flaps 18 takeoff. So our speeds are set. You can see I clicked it there and it set them over here. We got 118 for VR, 129 for V2, 139 is what we want to climb out at. So I'm going to set my, we're doing a V2 plus 10 climb out. So I'm going to set my orange bug here to 139. That's to kind of remind me on my climb out phase. All right. So that's pretty much set. Yaw damper's in up because we don't have any power really set up to there. That's good. And this aircraft does come with, let me pop it up, the checklist. And it doesn't read it like that I can tell. You just kind of have to step through it on yourself. But I've only had this airplane less than 24 hours, so I'm not fully versed in going into the full-blown procedures. I just kind of made up my own procedures right now. That's what we're going to do for this stream, kind of last minute. I just want to get in and fly around, really. So let's go ahead and fire up the APU. So we're going to come over here. Actually, let's go ahead and get our fuel tank pumps on, and we'll go ahead and start the APU. Sam says, NDB, can you teach me how to actually fly via NDBs? I'll log it as ground instruction. You got it, Sam. It's so simple, it's stupid, man. It's so simple, it's stupid. So the only other thing I gotta say, let me get rid of those trucks. So there's a lot of pros to this airplane, but some cons that I have is the sounds. I think they need a rework. You know, and it's only some sounds. But let's go ahead and let's close up the aft cargoes, forward cargoes, aft passenger. And we no longer need the GPU, but actually we pull the chocks. And before we pull the GPU, let's make sure we're on APU power. So I'm going to go here, APU generator online, and external AC power is off. Make sure our APU gen it's not picking up the load yet. There we go. Now we're picking it up. APU gen online. Perfect. So now we can, this is off already. It's a rocker switch, so that's off. Good. So let's go ahead and pull him. And you can see we are looking to put that on TR1 for engine start. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on APU air on. Pack should be off for the engine start. What we'll do now, let's go ahead and get our beacon on and just clear the caution. And we'll close up the rest of the doors, and then we'll actually do part of the checklist there. Good afternoon, Wojtek. Good choice of aircraft, you say, huh? Dude, I'm telling you what, man. I am enjoying it. I am enjoying it. I'll go ahead and pull the stairs in. Beacon's on. Perfect. APU's running. Alright, so the before start checklist. I was looking at this earlier. It actually says hydraulics, yeah, we did all that. Ice detection on. The starting checklist, I found something in the engine anti-ice is on before you actually start up. So I found that. Actually, wait, hold on. Really? Engine anti-ice on. I think it probably means as required. I don't think we need to turn it on right now. We're going to leave it off. We got bleed pressure, so here we go. We're going to start engines 1, 4, that we would get generators on, then we'll do 2 and 3. So start master on, engine 1, and here we go. Starter operating. And I don't even know what percentage you're supposed to wait to. I just kind of wait to about 12%. These are essentially citation, little citation engines out there. And I'm not even 100% sure that it's using bleed. I'm pretty sure it's an electric starter. Alright, so here comes number 1. And this is where you see some of the sounds. By the time you get the third engine started, it sounds better. But like, see, there's really no, I don't know why. Very, very quiet on that. Alright, so that's online. And now let's go ahead and start engine 4. start 2 of those off the APU. You can unhide the EFB? Ah. I didn't, I knew I saw, I think I saw Q8 flying with that. And I was like, huh. But I actually, I mean, it feels, the EFB just seems so wrong in this airplane. Oh, but actually, look at that. I didn't even know we had this.
Cabin crew, arm doors, and cross-check.
Cool. I didn't even know we had the announcements there. That's cool. It seems like it's cheating, though, you know? Seems like it's cheating. All right, I'm going to go generator 1 online, generator 4 online, and now we're going to go ahead and start 2 and 3. Oops, sorry, wrong button. You hear people saying this plane is super underpowered? Interesting. You mean in real life or in the sim itself? I haven't really messed around with the 300. I would imagine it's the classic example of having a decent product and then stretching it, making it larger and larger, and then it getting underpowered. So I bet the 100 is the best performing, and then by the time you get to the 300, it's a little bit underwhelming. All right, then let's go ahead and start the last engine. Here we go. Close enough. Here's very faint startup sounds. Is there much wing sweep? There's a little bit, Sam, and we'll talk a little bit about the flight dynamics here. There's a little sweep to these wings here. It almost, you know what, honestly, it really does. What somebody said, it looks like a mini C5 or C-17, whatever. It's exactly what it looks like. And this airplane flies just like I would imagine a high-wing 4-engine jet to fly. I've never flown a 146. I don't think I've even ever stepped foot in a 146. But, you know, it's almost like if you're flying a Caravan, just that high-wing airplane, think of a Caravan on super steroids, because you've got the performance of high-wing, big camber. It's got a lot of performance in like a normal regime, but it will punish you too if you start to abuse it by, you know, like high bank angles and things like that. And the asymmetric thrust is really something I was messing around with too, that can bite you if you lose an engine. But anyway, we'll talk about that a little bit later. Let's go ahead and get everything fired up here. That selector is in the off position. Start master can come off now. Let's go ahead and get our engine air on. We'll get our cabin air, our packs on. We'll close the ram air. That is good. We'll get our ice protection online here. Now we're going to come up here, set our hydraulics. So yellow, green spoilers are set. Engine 1 pump, engine 3 pump, which will pressurize, and it's really cool. If you use the PTU to pressurize, it actually makes a noise. Now, I don't know if you're supposed to run the P2 the whole time or not, so I'm going to leave it off because we're pressurized, but there are some times when my pressure drops and I got to turn the PTU on to get it. So I'm looking forward to learning more about this airplane. Checking to make sure we got all of our essentials on. That looks good. And those are all on. That is good. Beautiful. All right. Clear the caution. What do we got left down here? Emergency lights not armed. So I learned that that's up here. That is armed. Parking brake and air selector on ground. I'm pretty sure that is normal. I'm not sure how to fix that. But what brought you to buy it, Robert S? Team Vodka. He made me get it. He literally made me. After the stream, I was hanging out with a couple of you guys in the Discord there in the voice chat, and I said, you know what, I got to get this airplane. And I believe there's still a sale on Sim Market. I know a lot of you guys may not like Sim Market. It's a little bit sketchy. I understand that, but it's old school anyway. Maybe not sketchy, just old school. I'm going to reset that. Okay. But it was still on sale at Sim Market for me. So, all right, that's good. We'll go flight director bars. We'll go Toga. That'll take it up to 10 degrees. On departure, we're basically flying a heading, not even. It's essentially a left turn. So I don't know. I'm just going to put it there. That is set, and our TMS on takeoff is set. All right, cool. Okay, flaps coming down. Let's get out of here. It'll be much. So there's no sound on that view. That's interesting. We're gonna have to fix that. Why is that? Why is that no sound on there? For 5 more days on sim market only. There you go. Max Rank, what's up, man? I saw you flying that Microsoft Flight Sim earlier. Tell you what, it looked freaking sweet. Cannot deny the beauty of that sim. No way, no how can you deny the beauty of that sim. Alright, Locan glide slope is normal to have that on there because we don't have any flags. We got our NDBs set up, ready to go. DME station is on. Flaps are set, trim is set, parking brakes released, and...
Cabin crew, please take your seats for takeoff.
That almost sounded like flight deck to sim. Let's get out of here. Taxi is in the down position. Here we go. Actually decently heavy on this first flight. I've got it set up so theoretically we don't need to get fuel on any of our stops, and we're just gonna make quick turnarounds. We'll even do a hot loading at Hong Kong International. We won't even shut off 3 and 4. I gotta be on Unicom. That's my bad. Where are we going? We're going to 3-1 via Delta. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. Kitech traffic. Bourbon 357, taxi in runway 31 via Delta Kitech. Delta Bravo 1, close enough. We're basically going to go all the way down towards the end there. Nice little Air China 320. You bought it, congrats. Hey man, I picked it up and I am not disappointed with it. So I'm actually really enjoying it. I enjoy the old schoolness of this airplane for sure. Alright, so we gotta find our way to the taxiway. Take it down over here. Flight control check. I guess we'll follow the little green road all the way down. Oh, the owner of the voice is in chat? What else we got? Seats for landing, release crew. I would imagine that's... Oh, like with seatbelt signs off. Okay, cool. Oh, here's your weights. Ah, okay, okay. So I just set it via the X-plane menu. I haven't even messed with the E. That's the first time I've seen the EFB since I've had it. But that just goes to show you how much fun I've been having with the flight model alone. I took off yesterday, and I was just doing a little Discord stream for y'all that were in there, and I was, let me do a single engine go around or a single engine approach, and then we shut down 2 engines, and I wanted to see what it could do. I shut down 3 engines and tried to do a single engine go around, and at our weight, we were climbing at like 50 feet a minute, barely doing anything. Essentially, we went almost into a cruise ship. Vodka, you flew this into Paro last night. This would be a sweet Paro airplane because it seems it's so forgiving. I know why they used it. I mean, it fits such a niche role. London City, Paro. I mean, you can really abuse this airplane by pop those speed brakes out, power to idle. It is It is a lot of fun to abuse. I gotta find my centerline reference here. Let me go back outside. So pretty much, I look like I'm on it right now. So any new airplane, you gotta find that centerline reference. So it seems to be just to the right of the ADI for this airplane. Questions how you could bring V1 to buy it? Oh gosh. Well, it was on Sim Market because I almost picked it up for sale on Black Friday. And then I didn't, and then I regretted it. I was like, well, maybe I'll pick it up on another sale. But I've been having a lot of fun with it. I gotta bind a tiller for it. I don't have my separate tiller axis yet. Just using my rudder pedals. Held 120. Vodka, I was messing around. I did 103 knot. There was like 103 knots you can approach at flaps 33. I mean, it is wild, dude. This airplane just, it doesn't stop flying. And that's what I would expect from a high wing, high efficient airplane like this. I mean, that is why, at least I assume why, British Aerospace went down this path of designing this aircraft, because you really can take it in and out of airports that traditional jets aren't going to be able to do it. They don't have the performance to do it. Now, it's probably not the most efficient thing out there. It probably was its demise, but it's for the time being, it was pretty sweet. Now, there's one thing I needed to do. What was I going to do? I just forgot. What the heck was I going to do? I was going to do something important, and I forgot. Oh, well. Use it for carrier ops. You know what? I bet you could stop this thing on a carrier. Maybe at, like, super lightweight. I don't know. That's pretty tight. Maybe not. Maybe not a carrier. Maybe that's a little aggressive, but I don't know. You sure can get it down. And taxiing with the Bravo is so fun. I mean, any of you who have the Bravo Quadra and have a 4-engine airplane, I'm still excited about that. I've had my Bravo now for I don't know how long, but being able to taxi 4 engines around and not have to worry about detents. So, you know, in the Airbus, we have our detent positions that you just kind of move it into the detent, forget about it. Having an airplane where you are fully using that full range on the Bravo is a lot of fun. Captain Gio, what's up, man? Good to see you here, bud. Welcome. Hope life is well, my friend. Oh, we're going to pick up this taxi a little bit here. It's getting dark already. Oh, everyone's turned the lights on. So I also have track IR on. I'm going to be using some track IR for our visual approaches. Challenger 650 sometime this month? Really? Well, you know I'll be pumped about that. I just saw your comment up there, Carter. Did I find a tutorial? I'm my own tutorial, man. Make my own checklists. Blue Bear says, need some some sort of firefighting mod. Oh, yeah, Blue Bear, yes. I was looking at pictures of the firefighting tankers on this, too. Really cool. Briggy, you like planes that can do crazy stuff like the 80 with the slats? Absolutely, man. You can definitely do crazy stuff with this airplane. For Vietnam regional ops? Maybe. I don't know if there's a whole lot of scenery. So the next stream, I was actually going to do our departure from Hong Kong today. We were going to take the 727 and head over to Hanoi. That's where we're going to We're going to Vietnam next. But I picked this up last night and I said, I got to fly. This stream is essentially an excuse for me to fly this airplane around on X-Plane tonight. But yes, our next traditional stream is going to be in the 727. We're going to blast off out of Kai Tak. We're going to go to Hanoi. And I'm thinking, since the scenery is not all that great, we might just do it as a night flight. I don't know. We might just fly over there at night. All right, let's check the map, see what everyone's doing here. I feel like I burned all my gas on this taxi out. All right, nobody around. Oh, there's me. Okay, cool. Kitech traffic. Bourbon 357 departing a runway 31. Kitech. All right, let's go ahead and light it up. On that. I probably could have taken the intersection departure. Look at this little thing. It's so, I don't know, it's just so cute looking. Uh-oh, I ran out of juice in the turn. PSA, you know what, I was flying PSA today as my test flight. Take out a couple taxi lights there, no problem. No taxi lights were harmed in the making of this stream. Yet. But it's just a beautiful model, isn't it? Alright, so let me make sure I get everything set for takeoff. Essentially, trim is set, that's good. So the TMS, we basically put it up close to where we need to go and let it take over. I should have call-outs. It's alright. Must have missed a step. There's 80 knots, cross-check. V1, rotate. Brake. You're up. 10 degrees. Fly by, watch your ears, it might be loud. Oh yeah, that's gonna be loud. Alright, I gotta go track IR on mode for this. Alright, so we're tracking this NDB right now, NDB1. Actually, I don't need track IR for this, I don't think. So as soon as this flips, we're tracking the second one. So there we go, we just flew over the NDB station, basically checkerboard hill. Now we're in a turn to basically 240, so I'm gonna go heading. Spin that heading bug around. So now I got NDB2 going directly to NDB2. Just do another flyby. Let's go autopilot on. Heading select. No VLOC. Alright, so we're getting ready to pass over the VOR, so now basically I'm going to self-vector me all the way around to 150. We're going to set, this is what I forgot to do, 5,000 out cell. We got to lower the nose a little bit here, let's go a little bit down. Whoa there, buddy. Did a little something funky. There, IS hold, heading, out cell, 4 for 5, check. How about some likes for that? 194 watching, only 79 likes? Wow, I guess you guys don't want to see any more BAE flying. No likes? Wow. You gotta like this airplane. Okay, we don't want to go in the clouds. All right, all the thrust is manual here, so I'm gonna start bringing it back. I'm gonna go with my TMS. We're gonna go, let's target 840C. It still might be a lot. I'm still learning about this TMS. You know what, we're gonna get in the clouds. We don't want that. Let's go ahead and set 3,000. Outcell. IAS hold. Start coming down. Why doesn't my autopilot want to work? Oh, there she goes. Just slow to react. Okay. 111.1 is what we need. 111.1, we're going to flip that to the active. Let's go over here to our charts, and we also need to get our heading turned around. All right, we're out of the clouds now. Another flyby here at, oh, idle thrust. This is a real short hop. This is our shortest hop of the stream. We're essentially just sequencing ourselves around for the ILS. All right, 700 feet to level off. Altitude is armed. I'm going to turn off the TMS. There's 3,000. Let's go ahead and level. Let's go ahead and level, please. Level, please. Okay, she's leveling. I'm going to let that speed come back. All right, our final approach course as a backup is 074, so we'll dial that in. Went the wrong way on that one. We'll also back up 074 on that side. There's 250 on the speed. That Hurricane 727 stream was awesome. Minimums in a butter with a 7.2. You know, Ricky, I was actually trying to clip that off YouTube the other day. That is probably one of my most memorable 7.2 streams for sure. All right, so there's Hong Kong over there. Let's go ahead and just start turning towards it. Very, very short hop. We got our course set. Matter of fact, I'm just going to hand fly this. So we're going to go track IR on. This is not... reset my view here. It's not VR, just track IR. So I'm going to use this. We're going to fly a completely visual approach. I'm going to go ahead and turn the flight director off. We got our course set, 250 knots. Our landing speed, we only need flaps 30 for this one, is 121. Bugs are set. That's our V ref. A little bit low. We're going to just maintain 3,000. Where'd she go? Oh, you know what? We're on the wrong side. I got disoriented, guys. No worries. I got disoriented, guys. Completely disoriented. I turned way too early. Hong Kong is back off our left. That's all right. We'll set up for a left downwind. How's that? I thought it was too quick of a flight. I was like, there's no way we're already past it. Just going to maintain 250, climb back up to 3,000. Okay, it's around this mountain. So we got to go over there. So I might turn the autopilot back on. So why don't we do this? Why don't we go heading mode? We're at 3,000. I mean, this airplane hand flies so nice. Let's go autopilot, heading out. Nope. Altitude hold. And all I gotta do is take care of the speed now. So I'm gonna go back to regular view so I don't make you guys nauseous. We're holding 3,000 feet. We're in heading mode, 250 on the speed. We'll make a short approach essentially right over here. Thrust modulation system. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I knew it wasn't a thrust throttle management system. I couldn't remember what it was called. Do a flyby. So basically, we just got to get on the other side of this hill. There it is. There she is. There's Hong Kong. We'll do a normal landing on this one, and then we'll try a kind of a short approach on the next at Macau, and then we'll do a tactical approach in the Kai Tak on the checkerboard. But yeah, we're inside. We're just going to go around this terrain here. Beautiful night. It's going to get dark way early now, though, since I'm messing around. Do I also find TrackIR annoying to use? No, I love it. Check your settings. If you feel like it's delayed, it's probably the profile that you have set up in TrackIR itself. So I have a very specific profile I use. Alright, so that's pretty much close enough. Let's go ahead and bring that speed back a little bit. Start the right turn. The heading mode. I mean, I cannot deny the handling of this airplane. Cannot deny the handling of this airplane at all. Alright, should be... There they are. There's the runways over there. Alright, let's turn it all off and fly it in. Autopilot's off, flight directors are off. TrackIR is on. I'm going to start slowing down here. We're basically going to turn this in almost straight at the numbers. We're high on slope. That's okay. I don't think there's anything... I don't think that's even a thing high on the 146. Oh yeah, air brake, Sam. We're going to ride the air brake all the way down. That's all the videos I see pretty much have the air brake out. Seven C is over here. Or 7 left, I guess. I don't know, 120 on the V approach speed for flaps 30. So we got our flap speeds over here as well. 200, 170, 160. Don't want to slow down too early because we'll never get there. I think we've got a nice little wind, nice little crosswind. Cam's pilot says lots of input from a real-world 146 pilot on the flight tonight. Well, hey, I can tell, I can feel it. I literally can tell you guys have seriously taken input from real-world drivers because, you know, even though I've never stepped foot on a 146, this flies like I would imagine a high-wing jet would fly. Especially when you start messing with high bank angles and stuff. Alright, so we're slowing her down. Let's go flaps 30, gear down. Speed brake is out. A little bit of power to maintain the slope here. This is just going to be our standard. Not a short approach, not a steep approach. We're just going to fly this one here at flaps, whatever, 30, just before 33. 33 is full, I believe. Once you trim it out, you really can just use that pitch and power. And I'll go ahead and turn TrackIR off since I no longer need it. But it responds so well to power inputs. Getting a little low on the slope, so I'm going to go ahead and add a little power. You can disable the FMC from the menu on the top, right here on the plugins menu. You have, I think there's 3 options: default XFMC, UFMC, and the GTN 750 if you're an owner. I do not own the GTN though. Alright, I'm just going to try to float this one out. In my 3 landings that I've ever done with this airplane, I find that you just kind of leave the power in until you're just about to touch down. You just she just kind of flies down to the runway. On speed, gear is down, check, we're looking good. Let's go ahead and get on center line, that would be nice. We're going to be a little bit long, but that's okay because we're parking on that side anyway.
30, 20, 10,
Whoa. Oh, rather reload just in time. Oh, this is our exit up here. Perfect. So, like, that's a hydraulic. Now, I think if I turn the PTU on... What's going on over there? I don't even know what's going on over there. PTU on. Oh, our DC pump is off. I must have had the wrong configuration. No, it's on. Alright, welcome to Hong Kong. Vodka, you flown it twice, still haven't read the instructions? Same here, man. No instructions on this. But I'm having fun messing around with it. Look at the pretty good, nice design on the flaps, too. Look at this, see how the fairings work. All right, we're gonna basically ghost ride this straight in over here to the gate. We're gonna leave number 4 running. Actually, we'll leave 2 and 4 running. I want to see if I've never tried that before. Whoa, 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 whoa. Easy on the turn there. Oh yeah, we should have also done this. And the other light, the strobes are way up here. That's good. Cool. Oh, I left the spoilers out. That's why you need a checklist. Wow, what a beautiful sky right now. Alright, we're going to pull it around into the ramp. We're not even going to go to the gate. We're just going to go to a little hard stand over here. I'm all over the place. That's just me learning this airplane, man. I probably need to put some curves on the rudder axis. Actually, I'm going to do that right now. Now that you remind me, Christian. I do need some curves on the, because it's a default profile I started with. All right, we'll go ahead and set her here. Is that on? I don't think it's set. It's on. And that's off. That's off. Cool. How'd you get the airport scenery for Kitech? I just downloaded on the org, man. It's a free one.
Subscriber ahead. Look up.
Alright, here we go. Let's open up. Oh man, I forgot. Here we go. Forward passenger door.
Subscriber ahead. Look
Chalk
up.
it while we're sitting here. Do a quick reload. That's our engine spooling down. Is that the PTU running? I think it is. Yeah, that's the PTU running. That's so cool. Because we only have number 4 running. Stairs are coming out. I think you have to pull the brake and also twist. Okay. We're chalked right now, so we'll be alright. We're going to get that set. So now, I'm curious, can I go here? Let's do, I should have done that.
Doors to manual and cross-check.
Alright, so let's go ahead and... Can I change the passenger count? No, that's cargo, wait. Oh. $88, is that max capacity for the 100? Let's see. Oh, look at this. Pounds. Oh, that's awesome. 85, we'll take full load. So we'll take less on this one. We're going to actually take, let's say half the people got off. Let's say we'll do about 60 people there. We still got 35, still got 7,000 pounds of gas. We'll lose a little bit of cargo here. We'll lose a little bit of cargo here. We'll lighten it up for our next flight. That looks good. So now I'm going to come over here And we're going to take our new speeds. So we'll do a flaps 18. New speeds are set. And we're going to get out of here. Ivan! Uh-oh, why is it dark now? Uh-oh. There we go. Sorry, guys. Wow. Sorry about that. I got it fixed. Got it fixed. Alright, let's go ahead and reset one other thing here. We're going to reset this one. VHHH. V. To Macau. That's reset. Close that off. Grab a coffee. Hit the lav. Should reset. Perfect. All right. I'm curious. I've never done this. Can I start from... I don't see why not. Why I couldn't start from the generator from number 4. We're going to try to start engine number 1 right now. So that is good. Start master on. Packs off for engine start. And here we go. She's spooling. Pro streamer. Yeah, right. Joke's on you, man. That's not what this place is about. There we go. We're spooling it up. Nice. All right, that looks good. And then as soon as these extinguish, we're going to go ahead and start number 2. Probably need to get a new altimeter. Active sky refresh is 1022. Never set my standby. Cool. Private pilot out of Northern Nevada here. Cool stream concept you got going on here. I like it. Well, welcome, man. This is a very much impromptu. I'm just learning an airplane, and I wanted to fly it around. I might as well fly it for you guys. Type of stream. So welcome aboard. I'm glad you're liking it, man. And number 3 coming online. I've never flown this at night, so it's going to be interesting. So now we're going to VMMC. And we're going to land north, hopefully. And the approach is ILS Zulu 34. Macau is 16.4. Let's turn that up. We're going to make a left turn on departure to 330, and then we're going to basically go straight direct to the airport. Guys ready? Brakes released, and flaps are coming out. Taxi lights on. Oh, we also need to do this. Kill that, turn that off, get everything else back on here. We need to breathe. And strobes don't need to be on. Everything else looks good. Engine air for 1, 2, and 3 back online. Hydraulics look good. Here we go. Also need to pull chocks. That would help. Okay, Mr. Food Truck. 88 or 80 something I saw from Max on the 100. Okay, everyone's trying to kill us here. Texaco, everyone's trying to kill us here. We're going to go one intersection. We're going to do an intersection departure. We got to get out of here. Seats for
Cabin
takeoff.
crew, please take your seats for takeoff.
Reset our trim. That is good. Toga set. 16.4 is Macau. The localizer is 109.7, so we're going to load that up here. 109.7, that's cool. I will basically just do a direct to course once airborne. Is this the intersection? No, we'll go one more. There's a pretty challenging approach to Macau? Which one? I never even flown in there. Do you know what it is off the top of your head? Circle to land WPFT. What is this? I have no idea what this is. So you come in from the south, you break off, and you do a circle. Oh, just a visual approach? Oh, do not overshoot the ZAL 231. Okay, so let's get that on nav 2. So let's load up 17.2. 17.2 in nav 2. Let's put these back to VORs. We don't need NDBs. I'm going to be naving off nav 1 right now, so that's set. So is there something, I would imagine there's some type of... What country is there? Is there a political conflict, or don't want to go over there? Let's see. So Macau. All right, so we got to stay on the south side. What we'll do is we'll just do a left downwind departure. How's that? We'll fly in from the south. And we can do a visual circle to land. Spags, what's up, man? Says great aircraft. I've had 6 flights in real world from Brisbane to there and return. Nice. The overhead wings allow great views of the ground and the engines. Yeah, definitely, man. The visibility as from the cabin would be pretty sweet. All right, again, this is a short flight, so let's go ahead and set 5 thou. Altitude arm. All right, we're going to take this intersection here and slide it up. Those are windshield wipers. We don't need that. Oh, I totally forgot to do my rudder curve. Oh, well. We'll do it on the next one. You throw an A320 landing in Macau? Sweet. Oh, we need our strobes. I actually like this default paint job with the little black nose there. That was a thing back in the day for the glare shield. Keep the glare off the crew. Alright, strobes are on. This looks like a pretty short runway, but we should be alright. Let's do a rolling takeoff. Oh, power, takeoff.
TMS set to takeoff.
There we go.
Speed alive, both sides.
Check.
80 knots cross-checked. V1. Rotate. V2.
Positive rate. Gear up. Flyby. Hey Liam, what's up, man? Let's go heading, spin it around. I don't even know what the night lighting looks like in this airplane. See, this is where you gotta be careful with the flight model, because these high wing 4-engine jets, it just seems like she's not. I don't know, it's a little bit more sluggish to respond, you know, a little bit more stability. We're going to keep that all the way around. Let's set our course. Let's just go direct to, essentially. Keep coming around. Just hand flies so nice, though. I think 5,000 might be, well, it should be alright. Let's go V-Loc. Lower that nose and speed up here. There goes Hong Kong.
The FTO, safe height speed, select flaps on.
Ah, I love it. I love the callouts. I guess if you don't trigger the TMS, maybe that doesn't initiate them. I have to look at the manual.
Subscriber ahead. Look up.
Honeycomb is giving me problems with the trim wheel. And IS hold. VOR Loc. Autopilot's on. Let's go MCT. 857. Oh, we're plenty good. Alright, well, we were on a VFR flight plan. We're about to go into the clouds. Always confuse the BAE 146 with the RJ 100. Yeah, I do too. How do you calculate performance? Know you have enough runway for an intersection departure. Never saw it in any performance calc. I'm assuming you just estimate. Yeah, that's on that departure. All I did was estimate what the runway length was and how far we were down the runway. I don't know if there's actually a takeoff calculator in this thing, but I know we were. It's pretty efficient, so don't need to worry too much about runways. And we're light too. We only have a couple thousand pounds of gas and 60 passengers on board. But of course, in real life, you'd have to do real calculations on intersection departure. And matter of fact, the Airbus even has that. Gotta bring the power back. So I'm gonna go TMS off. I like learning to find my power settings without any assistance first before I start diving into auto throttle systems. But what I want to do here, let's go IS hold 2000. But there's got to be some takeoff calculator up there. The other Jason says that you ping it. Oh, it's hard to find a good one. Yeah, I wouldn't know the first thing about finding a takeoff calculator. All right, this is our last real short hop, and then we have a medium hop back to Kitech. This approach, I want to practice a purely visual, but I'll have it backed up here. 109.7. We'll flip this to the active, and the final approach course is 344. But this is going to kind of be our practice Kitech approach before we actually head into Kitech. So we're nav 1, that's fine. There's the runway. What is our speeds at our current weight? We're gonna simulate a 33. So 33 flap, that's full flap. 111 on the speed is VREF, which is set, and we're gonna basically simulate a steep approach and a visual into Kitech. So we're gonna turn everything off. If I could get my honeycomb to cooperate, the buttons are starting to wear out. I think it's that short cable, which is just an awful design, unfortunately, because it's such a good product. But all right, we got the speed brake out. We're coming down. We're making basically a tactical approach here.
Autopilot disconnected.
Roger. I am visual with the runway. We're on a right downwind essentially here. See, it's right there. Okay, so that's a little aggressive. Let's come out to the left. I've got a little profile for XP Realistic. You hear the wind noise? I've got that set up. So
speed checked below 205. Select flaps 18.
Roger,
speed
flaps
checked
18.
below 205. Select gear down.
Gear down, check. Think that should be good.
Speed checked below 180. Select flaps. Speed checked below 170. Select flaps 30. Speed check below 145. Select flap 33.
33 selected. Here we go. Descending steep right turn. We're going to overshoot. We're going to basically doing a tactical approach on this one. But look at the speed. It's decreasing, and look at outside. Like this, you wouldn't want to really do this with passengers on board, but this is where I have fun. Okay. Easy there. Easy. Easy.
Sync brake. Sync brake.
Check. Bank angle check. Bank angle checks. I need bank angle checks in chat. So I think when you have extensive use of the flight control surfaces, the hydraulics have a hard time keeping up sometimes. That's why you get that ding, because that's what that ding is. It's a hydraulic, and I imagine it's true to real life, which is really cool to see that detail. All right, we're flaps 33, gear down.
Glide slopes alive.
Check.
1 dot to go.
I'm going to intentionally come in a dot high on this one. So I'm going to let it go below us here. I'm going to kind of shallow the descent. I'm going to let us get intentionally high, maybe 4 whites, and then we're going to catch up to it. All right, so there's 4 whites. We're on speed.
400.
But just look at this thing. I mean, you can. This is why it goes into London City. It's nothing. You're flying a 172 with a STOL kit. It's incredible. Okay, a little slow. Power, power, power.
100.
I'm going to try to put it down short so we don't have to do a long taxi back.
50. 40. 30.
Power, power, power. Oh, brace for impact, y'all.
Ground
Oh!
idle. Yellow pressure seas. 80 knots.
All right, that's why that was a practice approach. But here we go. Look at this. We're going to get off here at less
60
than
knots.
2,000, 3,000 feet. Goodness. We might have to watch the replay on that one. That said 123. I didn't even catch this one. That was not a good landing, but that was a practice approach. That's why we did it. All right, this one will actually shut down. We'll watch the we'll spool up the APU. I kind of like doing the hot turn. We'll just do 4 engines again. But I want to watch the replay on that one. Strobe light can come off. Clean it up. Still on the speed brake there, like the F-16 on the empennage. I'm having way too much fun with this airplane. Bank angle check. That was 100% bank angle check. I got to see the replay on that one. And I got to put a rudder curve in because I'm oversteering. I don't have any curves set. That's that nice paint job. Cathay 1900. That's awesome. See, hydraulic is low. So PTU on. I imagine that's in a checklist somewhere. Okay, so we have trees over there. That's interesting. What's up with that? Alright, I don't know if I want to make this taxi. Close your eyes. Mr. Sweet, we flew that one like an F-18. Because I just wanted to show you, I mean, when you get it configured, there's really no such thing as being too high in this airplane. Why did I want to go high? Because I wanted to show you how incredible the performance is of this high wing, super efficient airfoil with the type of drag devices that you have. Okay, don't worry, we're taxiing through some trees right now. Just pretend you see nothing. You see nothing. Should have just stopped where that Cathay bird was. Are we out of the trees yet? Nope. Damn exclusion zones, Christian. Regarding alpha, it's not the stubby cable, it's the sockets. Uh-oh, there's a fix. You have to use a long cable and anchor. Best done ASAP. Romulus, thanks, dude. I'll get on that. I will get on that, man. I don't want my buttons to wear out. I know Carter was saying his buttons wore out. Which, if that happens, and they don't, there's no, like, support for that, I will be very not happy. Because that is something that should be addressed. Alright, we're here. I don't know why there's a Sun Country 737 over there. That's a long way from Mini. Team Vodka, are you out here in Macau? Where are we going? It's getting nice. So we're going to be full-blown night flight back to Kai Tak. That's scary. There's no pull-through parking. So we'll take the, we'll go over here to the RJ section. I hope better push pack works with this. I've never tested it. I guess we're going to find out. Let's fire up the APU. You got it, Cactus. One more short hop back to Kai Tak at night. And then we will be wrapping it up. But I want to do a replay of that last one, that tactical approach. We'll top off gas here. We'll get gas, passengers, fill it up, and we'll head over for a nighttime checkerboard approach. Okay, so we pull, twist. Uh-oh. How does one pull and twist on the brake? Yeah, it's not set. How do you pull and twist it? Oh well. I'll chalk it. How's that? Chalks in. Is the APU on? No, it's not. Helps if you start the APU. While it's starting, we'll go ahead and kill engine 2 and 3. Team Vodka has the mid-air refueling package. Uh-oh. That's the hydraulics depressurizing. We'll go ahead and turn them off. And APU is on now. So now we can go ahead and kill engine 1 and 4. Let's get the cargo doors open. We'll also get the stairs set too. Stairs are coming out. Oh, I probably should have done that before the replay. Oh well, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out what happens here. Hey, it's retracting. That's cool. All right. I mean, that is definitely outside of limits. Just so cool, though. It's so unique. Let's go to the runway view. Tower view. So there it is out there. Almost. Get a little bit closer. Here it comes. We'll watch this landing here, and then we'll fire up for our return to home base. At some point, we should. So here you'll see it getting high. Then we were intentionally getting high. Do I play Microsoft Flight Sim? I haven't in a while, man. All right, here it comes. I mean, just it's nothing. Look at that air brake out. How cool is that? From 4 whites to 3 reds. Air brake out. .33 degrees of flaps. It just looks so cool. Honestly, it doesn't look that bad on the replay. There's our lift spoilers, which the lift spoilers are, you have to manually deploy them. They don't arm like a traditional Airbus. Beautiful external model, though, it really is. Not bad. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and get out of replay mode. We're all spooling down. APU is on. That's good. Let me get our doors back open here. Get the stairs out, and we're going to set up for our return back. So let me refresh that. Need some sleep? Sweden, and take care. Take it easy, Robert S. Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it, dude. Alright, drop the stairs down. And let me get my... update this here. VMMC over to VHHX. Add a set, close that, reset that. Yeah, it has really big flaps for a small airplane. We could look at our... I wonder if this got changed since we... No, we've burned 874 gallons so far. 874 gallons. Cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and reload. Oh, I probably should have shut the beacon off. Beacon off. Cool. Alright, let's pull up the iPad and let's fill it up here. So we're going to take a full load of people. We still have 5,000 pounds of gas on board. That should be more than enough to get us over there. Let's take a little bit more cargo. 1750. Pretty much maxed out. Alright, so we've got that set. Instant, what's window refill? Instant refill? Is that for like your window fluid? Do you have rain repellent up here or something? Interesting. Bought the BA-146, still studying it? Hey, I'm absolutely not doing any studying right now. But I'm having fun getting used to it. This is, I think when you buy a new airplane, sometimes you just got to get in there, turn off the automation, and get to flying basic stuff again, you know? Alright, VMMC, and there's really no departure we need to worry about, right? Because we're not going that far. We're essentially just going to take off and head towards Skytech, so we don't really even need that. Let's come back here, charts. The CHNDB, so we need to retune that. And actually, you know, let's probably go to, we'll probably start a straight in. We're not going to go all the way out here and start the turn. So we're going to go straight to the NDB 268. We're going to track that. We're just going to do straight NDB flight over there, 268, and then that's basically into the checkerboard until 331. 331. Oh, come on. Is there no point? I can't change the decimal? Alright. 331. All right, so we got 2 NDBs. That's good. And the loc I don't believe actually works, but we're going to try to get visual with the checkerboard. 11-9 is set. Put that into the active. Put you guys back on ADF mode. ADF is set over there. I guess, is there an NDB at Hong Kong that we could track? Not really. SMT VOR 14.8. Just to give us a reference. Cool. All right. We're set. Everything is set there. Let's close it up. Closing the doors. Beacon light is coming on. I should have had those off. Packs off for start. APU air is on. Engine air is set. And master 1 is set. We're closed up and ready to start. I got the wing light on so we kind of, for the loading purposes there, but I guess I could have shut them off, the turn off lights. All right, here we go. Start 1. You can get the window fluid at AutoZone. Having watched these land at London City, that looked like a soft landing. I agree. That wasn't near as bad as I've seen on some of the London City approaches. Oh, you know what? I never stowed my speed brake. That might have been from the replay. All right, number 1 is up. Number 4. Ignition AB, check. She's turning. Can't remember the last time I did a night flight. Number 3. I wish I could brighten this up a little bit. Christian, the marshal has no more blood in his arms. Oh my gosh, dude. Crazy. You know what? We're not even going to have to mess with backup. We're just going to make a tight left turn out of here. All right, we need to start one more engine, right? Number 2. Oh, crap. I never did start number 3. What's up with that? All right, we're going to put you back into cutoff. There we go. Starting 3. FMC that they give, do you actually need to fly it, or VOR frequency or NDB, only thing you need? You only need to fly it. You really only need an NDB or VOR, but you can use the FMC. It does have an FMC. The UFMC does work. Again, that's right here. You can do no FMC, X-plane default, custom UFMC, which essentially it's like a Boeing FMC, and then the GTN 750. Right now I'm rocking the no FMC. Current weights, flaps 18, takeoff speeds are set. We'll turn that on. 91.3 on the TMS. That's good. APU air off. Stop U. Generators are all set. Turn that off. Turn that off. Hydraulics again. Engine 2 pump on. Engine 3 pump on. PTU on. That clears them out. Now let me turn down this panel flood a little bit. There we go. Is that too dark? Seems pretty dark. All right. Chocks, brakes. Let's get out of here. Flaps coming down. It's exactly like a controlled fall, vodka. It's exactly what it feels like. All right, we are going to head over at 4,000 feet. Wind is within limits to take off this direction, so that should be fine. 4,000 outcell, flight director, takeoff config. There we go. And where's our... Uh-oh. What's our config check? Oh, our trim. Good thing I did it. There we go. Config check, no horn. That's what that horn was. Do a config check. Instead of takeoff all green, you get that beeping sound. Tried UFMC, but LNAV, VNAV not turning on? I don't know why. Vodka was saying he had an issue with that too. Captain Tom, what's up, dude? Howdy, folks. Captain Tom. Hey, congratulations is in order for Captain Tom. He passed his PPL oral exam today. So, awesome stuff, man. Congrats.
Cabin crew, please take your seats for takeoff.
Should we keep it nighttime or should we back it up a little bit? Yeah, massive congrats to Tom, dude. Good stuff. Alright, I don't think... I think we'll just take this one. It should be plenty close. Should have plenty of distance. Flaps are set. Takeoff config done. Trim is set. We got the takeoff command bars. We got 14.8, which will take us to Hong Kong. Why am I on hold? I should be on. Oh, that's hold. DME standby on. There we go. We got NDB 1 ready to track 2. Oh, that's wipers. Let's turn you off. Oh, great. It's one of those airplanes where you have to... Oh, jeez. There's no parking spot. There we go. All right. I can't see... I can't see the light. What the heck? Strobe is on. You guys ready? TMS to takeoff, 91.3. Here we go.
TMS set to takeoff.
I feel like I should have checked my brake temperatures after that last landing.
80 knots cross-checked.
Check.
V1. Rotate. V2.
Right, you're up. Nighttime flyby. That'll get us in the right direction. 214.8, 1.4, climbing 4,000, approaching VFTO. Whoa. I can see Hong Kong with the lights over there.
The FTO, safe height speed, select flaps up.
Gosh, when those flaps come up, that's one thing I'm not used to. You really got to be ready to trim it out. There we go. I'll keep my little red flashlight on. 1,000 to go. Check. You know what? Let's make it 5,000. Outsell. 5,000. VLOC. 200 knots. Perfect. I'm going to go TMS off. Practice my own power settings. 500 to level off. There's out. All right.
Cabin crew have been released to begin their service, but please note that the seatbelt signs are still on.
Window reflection. Oh, cool. Let's turn that off for the stream purposes. All right, so that's set. There's Hong Kong. Okay, I don't want to be coming in here at 300 knots. Start working it back. So we know 268 was NDB1. NDB1, we're tracking straight to it. So there you go, Sam. Basically, right off the nose is the NDB. After that, we want to join the LOC, but I couldn't get the LOC to actually work on this one. Yeah, see, no signal on this one. Final approach course 079, I think. .088. Oops. But last time I couldn't get it to actually track, so I'm going to kind of heading mode us around. Let's go ahead and descend to 4,500 feet.
Cabin crew, please take your seats for landing.
Outsell is armed, descending to 4,500. A little premature on the turn, I guess, there. 4,500, we're leveling. Need to get a current altimeter setting. Yeah, service is over now. It was quick. I'm actually going to slow. I'm going to keep the power back. I want to start coming in about 200 knots here. Current Tech meter is 1022. Still no changes, so that is set. I'm going to set a rad alt height of 500 as an alert. Coming back to 200 knots. So since I can't even track the localizer, but there's where we need to go. I could see Hong Kong, so essentially we are visual at night, which is probably not authorized, but we're going to do it anyway. Looks like there's a couple planes down there. So there is Hong Kong. We're 200 on the speed. Power setting right about 48% on the EPR seems to be what it likes. A little bit slow. Staying below 10, we'll just keep all our lights on. Alright, visual. Come a little bit to the right. So flaps 18. Can't really see anything. I really wish we had the lead-in lights. What do we have for landing? 33 is VREF of 113. That is set. 113 is set. How's our hydraulics looking? Everything looks good. Quantities are good. So there's the checkerboard. Oh, wow. Barely can make it out right there. We're visual with the board. So come left a little bit. So in that case, I'm going to just maintain 160. And then we're going to use the course as just a rough runway. It's 1-3, right? So I'm going to set 130 on my nav course just so I have an idea. I'm sorry, 3-1. No. IGS 13. Yeah, 130 is the runway. I like that flap howl too, man. Almost, that's not a light in the system there, is it? It kind of looks like it's in sequence, 1, 2, 3. To the checkerboard. It almost looks like that's a light for sequencing. I'm going to step down to 2,000 feet. IS hold, walk it back. Stream on King Air 350 soon. I don't know, man. We'll have to find out. I know it seems like a very popular airplane. Yeah, Christian, it'd be nice. Sometimes I do it. There's a lot of lights down there. All right, let's start really walking it back. So about 1,000 feet over the buildings is what was ideal when I was in the bus. We could be higher on this airplane, that's for sure, and then not have to worry about it. We're 160 on the speed. I believe we can even go to flaps 24. Yeah, 170 is our 24 speed, so we can go flaps 24. But let's go gear down first. Let's do that.
Speed checked below 170. Select flaps 24.
Flaps 24. Say I might definitely want to try this in Microsoft Flight Sim. Definitely. I think it was you who posted pictures of it, right? Looked really good. Alright, did we go? Oh, I didn't have outcell on. 2,000 feet, that's fine. She's capturing the out mode. I'm going to walk back to 140.
Speed check below 145. Select flap 33.
Not there quite yet. All right. Let's do this. Auto track IR on. Autopilot off.
Disconnected.
Flap 30. We don't need the flight director anymore. We'll go ahead and turn that off. Flaps 33. So the checkerboard is right there. On speed, flaps 33. We're looking good. Altitude check. Going on altitude is set 2,000. Really should be 4,500. This would be really cool with lead-in lights. Right to the checkerboard. At least it's not raining or anything crazy. I say that as we get a little bit of turbulence over the hill. Gear is down, 33 selected. All right, it's go time. Probably a little bit high. Here we go, crank it over.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
Check.
Sync rate.
Bank
Sync
angle
rate.
check. Bank
Sync
angle
rate.
check.
Sync rate.
400.
Sync rate.
Sync rate check.
300.
Not bad. It's a hell of a lot easier than in the 340 or the 7.4.
100.
Right on speed or right on the pappies. Getting a little low. Power, power, power. Carrying in 3 reds, it's alright. Just kind of ride it in, fly it into the ground.
30. Minimizing. 10.
Oh, I just missed it.
Ground idle.
Ooh.
Yellow brake pressure C. 80 knots.
I can't get the nose wheel steering. I think I have a hard time correcting center
60
line after
knots.
touchdown in this airplane. Well, that said 401. Ouch. I didn't even see what the other one said. I was going to float it, but then figured, well, just plop her down. After what we did in Macau, that's nothing for this airplane. All right, let's clean it up. I can't imagine doing that at night in a 727 in some serious weather. That would be interesting. Dougal, I can't believe, what are you doing still awake, man? What's up, dude? You just finished a Microsoft Flight Sim flight at night? Ah, dude. I'm gonna have to start the update for that, huh? Now that it seems to be working pretty good. Welcome to Kai Tech. We need a Ryanair emoji. No, I'll just make a Christian emoji, man. We know. Every time we pop that emoji, you'd be smashing it down. Yeah, I guess, my really only con is the sound set. I don't know if it's this quiet in real life. I mean, I've never been in the cockpit of a 146, but it just seems a little quiet. But I still really enjoy it. The hand flying aspect is awesome. Chiropractor emojis in chat. All right, since I broke y'all's back, we're gonna go over here to the maintenance hangar. We'll go put it over here in the maintenance hangar. Again, these are sunk in real life, so you don't have to worry about hitting them. But that's off. I need that to see. Taxi light. Strobe light is still on. Check your strobes. Alright, we're going to go over here next to... This is where all the airplanes go when they have to do D-check after smashing it. So you got the Virgin Atlantic over here. You got Japan. Where's that Air China? I couldn't tell. This is the penalty box of Kitech. I'll go put myself in the corner. Actually, there's a little light over here. Let's go here by this truck. I love the reflection of the nav lights on the ground. That's cool. That's really cool. Thanks, Dougal. I appreciate it, man. Tonight was just I needed an excuse to fly this airplane around some more. I look forward to digging into the manual a little bit and really seeing some nuances of this airplane, because the flight model for me, when it's this good, that motivates me to want to fly it properly. But I am definitely happy with this airplane. We'll go ahead and put it in right here to the penalty box. We'll probably just take the wings off and scrap this bird. Like, I can't even figure out... Oh, look, I had the parking brake on the whole time. I don't know how you pull it out. Oh, well. Chalk it. Chalk it. And you know what? Before we shut everything down, let's just watch the replay so it doesn't have to resync. Back you up, put you there, put you there. Ooh, that's a good spot. So I want to go on a roof, like this roof. No, I want to go on this roof right here. And let's do this roof view here. Definitely a little less dramatic when you're in a tiny Avro. Definitely less dramatic than a 74200. All right. That's gonna wrap it up for me tonight, guys. Thank you for hanging out. A little impromptu stream here. Just doing some VFR flying in the 146. It definitely gets the star for flight model. I gotta tell you, it is a really fun airplane to fly. So if you've been on the fence like I was, I don't know if I made your decision any harder or better, but I definitely enjoy this airplane. Oh yeah, we just kind of stalled it there at the end. Oof. All right, guys, you have a good rest of your night. Stay safe, stay healthy. I'm V1. I'll see you guys probably at least one more time before the end of the week is up. We'll be on the 7-2 off to Vietnam. Y'all take care. See ya.